Half moon pose, or Ardha Chandrasana, is one of the most challenging balancing postures in Hatha yoga. But I have a few tips and tricks to help you master this pose, or at least work towards a little bit more stability into it. So let's get right into it. There are 3 different ways we can go into half moon pose. All of them can be done with or without a block, but I will mostly be using a block because that's the most accessible way to master your form. In my opinion, form and alignment is always more important than getting the perfect balancing aesthetic right off the bat. I'd rather have my hips stacked and aligned. So, starting in a nice mountain pose with your feet hip width apart, rooted into the floor, grab a block in your left hand and send those hips back with the core engaged and spine straight until you can place your block comfortably beneath your shoulder right in front of your right foot. From here, you're going to shift your weight into the right side of your body and bring the left hand to your left hip. Send that left leg back behind you, engaging the glute, straightening and flexing throughout the entire leg, including flexing the foot. Next up, it's time to open to the long edge of your mat. So notice how your hips right now are facing down. We want to open the hips so that they face forward. And it's natural to pivot a little bit on that standing foot. I find that mine ends up in a little bit of an angle, and that feels right to me. So don't force your foot into an uncomfortable position. You need that balance. So you're opening to the side. And once your hips are stacked on top of each other this way, facing the long edge of your mat, flex that upper leg and inhale the arm up above. Breathing. Ensuring that you're not hunched like this. This opening is key. Engage the core. Flex those glutes to bring the pelvis forward. And to release, you can rotate back down and come back to that nice restorative forward fold. Woo, shake it out because your legs will be burning. Next up, we're going to try entering from a warrior 3 or balancing stick pose. So, start again in mountain pose. Inhale. Arms up, shoulders rolled down, not hunched up toward the ears. Step forward on your left foot this time. Lengthen on an inhale, shift your weight, and slowly begin kicking that left foot back as you lower your torso down until you reach a nice happy T. Flex the right foot. Optionally bring your bring your arms into airplane, and then begin to rotate open, finding your block if you need it, and stack the hips again, stack the shoulders again, and breathe. The core should be working, the legs are definitely working. Reach upwards with your fingertips, push off of your block. If you want to work towards moving away from that prop. Inhale one more breath, it's really hard. You are doing amazing, and exhale, you can release slowly down, landing, if you want, in a warrior 2. Which brings us to the final way I like to enter half moon pose is from a warrior 2. Because you'll find that your feet naturally want to be in this position. And the reason is because half moon has the same hip alignment as warrior 2. If there was a wall on both sides of me, that would be the same balance of my hips as warrior 2 or half moon, as opposed to warrior 1. You can see how the hips are in this plane. In half moon, we want the hips, in this straight plane, okay? So let's try getting into it from warrior 3. Bringing those legs out to a wide-legged stance, rotate the right foot forward. And the left foot will be at a slight angle towards the diagonal part of the room. Again, hips in line, glutes engaged. You may want to squeeze your legs a little farther in to make it easier to get into the pose. Inhale your arms straight out to the side. Palms facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and down, engage the core. On an inhale, bend that front knee. Lift and begin to rotate down. So just move as slowly as possible, keeping the glutes engaged, keeping the core active, reaching toward the floor. Release. If you can't hold it too long, that's totally okay. I've been teaching this for a little while, and I find that the more I talk, the harder it gets. So remember to maintain that drishti, maintain that core engagement, and focus as much as you can on that hip rotation upwards and outwards towards the front of your mat. Thank you so much for joining me again on the Yoga Nomads. I'm Logan Haley. Please comment your questions, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.